Mic check. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. Cindy, how we doing? Hope you're doing good over there. How's everything going? Let's go. Appreciate that. Sit on silence. Let's go. Let's go. Mic check. Mic check. Whoa. How's everybody doing? I'm gonna just let a little bit of people get in here and then we'll start going over the news. We'll get something to drink real quick. I'm tired. I'm on 1 hour 11 a 13-hour shift. Man, salute to you for that, man. Salute to you for that. Go lay back, you know what I mean? Kick your feet up, get some much needed rest. For real. Santo G, how are you? My boy Julio was good. Todo bien, todo bien. Just got back from the market a little while ago. Everything's good, can't complain, man. What's this live about? Just trending topics, man. Trending topics. Listen to music. If you want to request a song, you can either do it with a super chat or you could hit my Cash App and I'll play whatever song you want. Or I'll play whatever video and I'll give you my reaction. Rosa Mexican YN was good. Daniel Soto was good, G. My boy James Tucker. Like people, heart damage. James Tucker. I do not understand what the you saying. You gotta request it through a super chat or send a cash app. That's how you get whatever you want played. That's the only way. We in Inglewood, man, the city of champions. See that right there? Boom. That's SoFi Stadium, got the Inglewood Tower. There's that Cali Bullies merch right here. White and nerdy. Oh, can't even spell that. White and nerdy. That's the name of the song? Better not be no racist stuff. If it is, I'm going to cut it. White and nerdy. I got you. By weird. Okay. Let's see what he talking about. Let's see. Let's see. J of the Decline. Hey, he shot that. He shot that. I ain't even gonna lie, man. J the Decline, man. Salute to you. J of the Decline. Salute to you for that one, man. Damn, Cocotino. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I'm sorry to hear that. You talking about Vinny? You talking about Finny, I mean? Man, rest in peace, Finny the Legend, man, and rest in peace, Bubbles, man. For real. You know what I mean? That's sad. I was gonna cover it, but I'm like, man, you know what? Out of respect, I just didn't want to touch on it, man. Rest in peace, them, for real. That's number one. I feel you, Jay. I feel you. ¿Qué onda? Shout out South Central, Low Bottoms, Big Dog, my boy Sergio. I see you, G. Anybody, you guys want me to play something, man? Just send a super chat or send the cash at Vinny the Legend, man. Rest in peace, for real. I've been watching the story on that, and that's messed up, man. And it just goes to show you, like, I don't mean to go off topic or nothing, but it just goes to show you, like, you gotta be careful. You feel me? Not everybody's playing. Like, some people take this serious. Like, you messing with their lives. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a trick. Like, to me, it trips me out. You know what I mean? Like, you never know the lengths of people, what's going on in their mind, and what they'll do. You feel me? Like, that's why I try to keep it respectful as much as I can. You feel me? Like, I try not to. Whenever I see somebody like trolling or something like that, there've been a couple of people that have their own channel, but how can I say it? There's been a few people that say they trying to start their own channel and they do videos hating on me and stuff like that, and I won't even like acknowledge it at all because you never know. You feel me? Like, sometimes you could tell, and no disrespect to Manny because I don't know him. You feel me? I don't know him, but from the outside looking in, you could tell like homeboy, he was liable to act up and act the fool. You feel me? I just seen videos of him like the way he used to do his face like the Joker, and then he used to play the Pirates of the Caribbean guy. But he used to go in full on character mode. Like, you could tell some up there wasn't right. You know? I heard about that. I heard about that. Somebody, what is what is they're talking about as far as not to have that on your phone, like the facial recognition. They're saying like if you have that on your phone to take it off because of the same reason. I guess they're able to use that by your facial recognition on your phone. That's allegedly. I don't know how true it is, but allegedly from the facial recognition that you have on your phone, like your facial ID, if they were to put your face in the system, like say you did something, say, fuck, I don't even want to say nothing too crazy, right? But say you did something, you committed a crime somewhere, and they have you, like your face and stuff and all that. Allegedly, they're able to tie it down to your phone, like who's using your phone and all that. Allegedly, I don't know how true that is. Facial recognition to verify your face is crazy. Yeah, I heard about that. I heard about that. I heard that he used to like bully people from not recording wherever he'll go record and stuff like that. Yeah, I heard about that. Field Order 15 was that? What we talking about? For sure. You never know. Never know who you meet. Judges dress casual outside. No, that's true. That's true. But to be honest, man, I feel like just be you. Anywhere you're at in life, like anything you're doing in life, just be you. My bad. I'm reading the chat through here. That's why I have the other phone, and that's how I'm reading your guys' comments. The industry tried to overdose R. Kelly over the weekend. What a timeline! I seen that. I seen that. I don't think the industry did it. I think just time. Time does that to you. Doing time, and if you got money, man, you bound to You either gonna start gambling, you're gonna start using, or you're gonna start doing something. You're gonna get some type of addiction. I feel like, you know what I mean? My boy Baby Los, what it do? Some people are addicted to making money, you know. Some people they don't let being inside stop them, and they just be hustling. What's good though, man? What we gonna get into? What we playing or what? Should I just start doing the news? Should I start with the news already? If you guys haven't seen the video that I just dropped, man, go check it out after this live. Hit me with a thumbs up, hit me with a comment, help me get in the algorithm, man. I appreciate y'all for that. Inside where? Inside jail. Cause R. Kelly overdosed in jail. I'm just saying, knowing him, man, I wouldn't, cause there somebody in the comments said that the industry did that. I'm like, man, that was probably just him. I wouldn't doubt it if later on it comes out that he was like on lean or something. Either lean or they probably gave him something laced with fentanyl. I guarantee you that's what it was. There's been a lot of news. All right, we're gonna start with this one because this was what my video was about. What's up with this one right here?
Put the weed in it. I'll put it in the whole thing. So I really jumper. Did you eat the whole thing? Yes. Yeah. It'll help a lot. It'll help.
Actually, you know what? Yeah. If you guys want to hear my reaction to this right here, to Compa Raider pretty much crashing out and acting like a J Cat, if you guys haven't seen my reaction, go check out my long form video. Good looking out, baby Los. As a matter of fact, yeah, let's talk about that. The Santa Fe Spring Swap Meet. And I want to talk about something, right? That I haven't seen a lot of people talking about this. When it comes to the Santa Fe Swap Meet, right? A lot of people let them out. It's fine. A lot of people were attacking the owner, right? Like why he let them in, so on and so forth. Everybody's scared. You feel me? You gotta remember, everybody's scared right now. Just like you're scared, just like your family's scared, everybody's scared right now. So instead of bashing them, you feel me? This is just me. This is my trying to give everybody the benefit of the doubt. Leave them, it's fine. Come here, Pop. The way I feel, right? Instead of bashing them, come on, run them likes up. We got like 45 people, not even 20 likes. Come on, run them likes up. Double tap that screen. It don't take much. Look, this is all you got to do. Double tap that screen. That's all you got to do. So, look, pretty much when it comes to that right there, let's just educate people. Look, if you own a business, if they don't have a warrant telling you why they're going there, who they're looking for, so on and so forth, you have every right to lock your door or not let them in. Straight up. You know what I mean? This is private property. Unless you have a warrant, you're not coming in. You feel me? Like straight up. I'm not going to let you come and harass my customers because at the end of the day, that's who keeps this business afloat. Every business, your workers, your customers, that's who keeps you afloat. At the end of the day, what do they teach you? The customer is always right, right? So why not protect your customers, protect your employees? All you have to do is deny them entry. And this is a fact. You know what I'm saying? I was talking to my wife the other day and same thing, you know, everybody's lost. Like, hey, what's going on? You feel me? Like, what are we doing? They told them the same thing. Like, hey, if any ICE individual comes, close the door, close up shop. Don't let them use the bathroom. Even if they ask for the bathroom, tell them it's broken. Because then they're going to try to use that. Like, oh, let me use the bathroom to try to get in. Like, nah, bathroom's broken. No public bathroom right now. Sorry. Unless you have a warrant, then get the hell out of here. Straight up. This is coming from a business. This came from the top. You know what I'm saying? So there goes there. If uh I'm not gonna say what business it is and all that, but this is coming from the top, from somebody that owns 5, 6, probably 7 different locations. If they have the right to do that, you have the right too. You feel me? Like, remember that. Remember that. We all have rights. They not above the law. You feel me? They're here to protect and serve, not to terrorize. You feel me? Like, straight up, like they're doing. They're just bullying, terrorizing, harassing. Like, it's just crazy right now. But I just wanted to say that, man, because I've been seeing a lot of people, going and bashing them and all that. And I feel it. I feel it. You have every right to feel however you feel. But what I'm just saying is you got to understand we're all human. The same way you're scared, you don't know what to do, they're human. They're the same way. So instead of bashing each other, let's just educate each other. You feel me? That's what I want to see. I just want to see people educating each other instead of bashing each other. Right now is not the time for division. Right now is not the time to point fingers. Oh, him, that. Look, this is what happened. We can't change the past no more. What happened. We can't change that no more. But that's not the only swap meet in the Los Angeles area. So just spread the word. You feel me? Hey, this situation transpires, this happens, and if you can't stop it, you got loudspeakers, bro. Fact, you have loudspeakers. Attention in the swap meet. ISIS walking around. Please be careful. Like, or everybody leave. Swap meet closed. ISIS raiding. It's not. It don't take that much to at least alert people. You feel me? All right, you can't stop them. Get on the loudspeakers and at least let people know, bro. Like, hey, ICE is walking around. You feel me? Send your securities running around and let people know if you don't want to be that much on blast. But don't do nothing. Standing there and not doing nothing is worse. You feel me? My point of view. But then again, like I said, we are human. We are human. We are learning. We learn something new every day. Me, even at the age I am today, I'm 33. I'm gonna be 34 this year. I learn something new every day. I don't know it all, and I don't act like I know it all. But they be scary as fuck with them mics. I feel it. Nah, I feel it. I'm just trying to give some type of advice, bro. You feel me? Instead of just right here twiddling our thumbs and just, oh, it's your fault. Oh, you didn't do this. Oh, you didn't do that. Fuck all that. Fuck all that noise. Hey, look, Spencer, what happened. It is what it is. You feel me? It is what it is. We can't change the past, but from here on out, do something to protect your workers. Do something to protect your customers. Because at the end of the day, man, you know what I mean? We all won. Like, straight up. We all won. We all the same. Shout out Texas. I see you. You know what I mean? We all won. We all here for each other. This is crazy right here. This the one at Walmart? Oh no, this is Alfredito. Shout out Alfredito, man. He won his case. Homeboy. He didn't even do no jail time, but they at least won that case. I think this is the one at Walmart. Look at this right here. My boy Blanco, shout out Norwalk, G. Much love to the Watt. You already know my G. You know we rocking together. Shout out my boy Parkside Demon, man. Shout out Fat Boy too. Hell yeah, fuck guys, straight up. But yeah, look at this. They straight was trying to arrest citizens. My boy was good. There's another video where they're telling them like, hey, they're citizens, bro. Right here, this whole altercation, they didn't even take nobody. Because all the people they singled out were citizens. That's sad, you know what I mean? Showing my support all the way out in Seattle, Washington. My boy Joseph. Shout out Seattle, Washington, man. Free Paya. Free Paya, man. Shout out Seattle, Washington, man. Free the homie Payaso. Solid ass homie right there, man. Yes, sir. Salute. They got rid of due process for sure. That's crazy, bro. And they still doing it. Like, there's another one right here. ICE agents arrest U.S. citizen in Pico Rivera. This is the one that I was. This is he's a Walmart worker, bro. Look at him. He has his work uniform, bro. He was on break. You mean to tell me that we can't go to break and come back in peace no more? Like, that's what it's coming to, bro? And he's inside the Walmart parking lot. Like, that's the crazy part. Like, he probably just went outside to smoke real quick, got a little wake and bake, or you know what I mean? He went outside to blaze real quick or to eat or something. He's inside the parking lot still. Pull up on him, trying to take him in. Like, you really think Walmart is gonna hire somebody without papers? Like, really? That's a whole ass corporation. Like, you really think they're gonna hire somebody without documentation? Like, that's what boggles me. You feel me? You see him with the outfit on. Like, what's up with that? I don't know, man. That's crazy. That's right. Appreciate y'all running them likes up, man. But yeah, this is crazy. This is the one that I had seen, and I was like, man, that's wild right there. It's to the point where just anybody, they over here messing with people. Shout out my boy Raider Tommy, man. If you guys ain't following Raider Tommy on IG, man, go follow the boy. That's how I keep updated with everything going on. To be honest, my boy Raider Tommy. Let's see what we got here. That's right, man. I love to see that right there. That's right. Much love to them sisters right there, man. Standing with the raza. Love, pride in the sets again. You wanna see to live and die in LA. Ooh, ooh. That's a classic right there, huh? To live and die in LA. Y'all probably like, shut the fuck up, fool. You can't sing. My bad, my bad. Got caught up in the moment. Let's see what Hater World Media is talking about. Shout out Hater World Media, man. Shout out Hater World. If y'all ain't following Hater World, go give them a follow. Oh, look at this right here. This is what I was telling y'all about. Look at this right here. You got some instigators trying to light a flag on fire, and the Raza didn't let it happen. They're like, you're not doing that right here. Look. And the people doing it are white. They're not even Raza. Look. You're like, you're not burning that flag, homie. Straight up, you're not. Respect. Look at them, straight white. Blonde hair, white, look. White, blonde hair, like. He took it back, like, you're not doing that shit. Like, no, get the fuck out of here. Look, it's that white person right there with the mask. Them two with long hair. Yup, they're stopping the bullshit. That way, y'all don't listen to that narrative. Look, you're like, fuck that. You're not burning that. You're not burning that flag. Look, they're white, bro. Look, the person holding the flag, it's like a white dude or a white lady. Look at it. Look at it closely. Look, that blonde hair. Look, trying to go in, and he like, nope. Look, grabbed it, like, give me that shit. Hey, much respect to that individual right there, man, because that right there is bad. Like that right there, when it comes to burning flags, that's something serious. You feel me? And much respect to that individual right there being woke. And what I mean by being woke is not being stupid, knowing what that symbolizes. You feel me? He's like, nah, we ain't gonna get down like that. We ain't doing that here. Like, you feel me? And much respect for him for doing that. Because that right there could have turned out like a way bad narrative. Like, the narrative could have been real bad right there. You know? For real. Yeah, it does. It makes us look bad. Mid State Media, he said, instead of trying to fix their home country, people want to come here and complain about things. Make it make sense. First and foremost, learn your history and learn where you at. If you're anywhere, California, Texas, Arizona, if you're in any of those states, learn your history and learn where you at, big dog. Straight up. Straight up. That's all I'm gonna say. You feel me? That kills anything you saying. Anything you saying. Yeah, it's America now. But look at the 1840s, what this was. So if you want to talk all that mess and all that, we're in our natural habitat. We're in land that got stolen from our people. And if you want to say it's America now, by all means, it is America. And ain't nobody contesting it. Ain't nobody saying nothing. If anything, we fighting to stay here. We fighting for our freedom. You wouldn't know nothing about that because you was born with a silver spoon. You don't know nothing about no struggle. So with all due respect, if you really want to come down to that, go back to your home country. Go to ancestry.com, find out what your roots are, and go back to where you belong. Because at the end of the day, when I go through my ancestry, it's going to say that I belong here because my roots are here. Just saying. You know what I mean? You want to get technical. I was just talking about how they were not letting nobody burn the American flag, and you want to say some reckless ass stuff. Those are Americans trying to burn the flag. You know what I mean? So think about who's really trying to tear this country down, who's really here working, trying to find a better life, trying to strive, paying taxes, being law abiding citizens, straight up. When it comes to um, any type of like crazy stuff going on, when it comes to school shootings, when it comes to like mall shootings, when it comes to theater shootings and all kinds of crazy crimes, they're committed by a man that looks like you, by a Caucasian person first, then a Hispanic person. And those are facts. Those are facts. Look at the statistics. When we harm people and stuff like that, we harm somebody that looks just like us. We fight each other. We don't go out there and harm innocent people. Straight up. All that rhetoric and stuff that you see on TV, man, you don't believe it a little too much. Straight up. We ain't the enemy, you feel me? We not. If you look at us, man, we're the ones right here working, providing to the economy, providing to the fruits you put on your table, the vegetables you put on your table, all that. Straight up. Straight up. My boy, shout out Oxnard, G. Much love. Santo the most convoys crash out. Not even a crash out though. I'm just being real, you feel me? Like I feel like people just believe what they see on TV, you feel me? Like they don't really read up on their history and stuff like that. Like, oh, I heard him say it, so it has to be true. Like, this is what it is. Watch. Let's look it up. Let's see. I'm gonna look up the war of Mexico and US in the 1840s. You're gonna see how big Mexico was, how small the US was. And then once Mexico took up all of Mexico, once the US started taking Mexico's land, it became a lot bigger. But everything that, like half of the US was Mexico. And this is a fact. I've done a video on this before, but it's been so long ago that people don't even remember it. There's a video. It's a quick video, like 10-minute video. It ain't gonna take up that much time. 1846 was the war. It was from 1846 to 1848. Lasted 2 years.
In 1821, Mexico gains independence from Spain and now stretches from the Oregon territories in the northwest.
That's all Mexico, the green. That's all Mexico. Look, that's the US.
Louisiana purchase and settlement in the former indigenous territories. Fueled by mass migration, the US population.
Look how big Mexico and look how big US is.
To 12 million in 1830. Mexico is racked by tensions between centralists who want to focus power among the conservatives in Mexico City and federalists.
Hold on, that's not it.
State governors.
That's not it. I think it's this one. Yeah, this one is 16 minutes long.
The Mexican-American War. It is the year of 1830. Even though Mexico got its independence some years earlier in 1821,
look at how big it is.
After a revolution and an armed conflict which lasted over a decade, the country was in total chaos. Looking at the map of that time, we can see a larger Mexico than the one we know today. A stretched country, one of the biggest at that time. The newly independent nation was in dire straits after 11 years of war. No plans or guidelines were established by the revolutionaries, so internal struggles for control of the government ensued. Mexico suffered a complete lack of funds to organize a country of around 4.5 million square kilometers. At that time, Mexico faced the threats of emerging internal rebellions and of invasion by Spanish forces from their base in nearby Cuba. This government was characterized by instability, and it was ill-prepared for international conflict when war with the Americans broke out only 2 decades later in 1846. The United States was in expansion.
Look at the US.
Was much bigger than it
Look
was
at the US. Look how big it was.
America expanded deeper into the Native American territories, and they purchased the huge Louisiana territory from the French. Although the country was expanding, there was an opportunity for more.
Mexico got it from Spain. They gained their independence from Spain.
Several regions rebelled and tried to break away. Texas.
That's when they started coming in.
Mexico in 1836. Initially, the United States
that was the first one, Texas.
Into the Union, largely because northern political interests were against the addition of a new slave state. The Mexican government was also encouraging border raids and warning that any attempt at annexation would lead to war.
Texas was Mexico. It was the first state to branch off.
As part of their land. Nonetheless, annexation procedures were quickly initiated after the 1844 election of Polk, who campaigned that Texas should be re-annexed and that the Oregon Territory should be re-occupied. Polk also had his eyes on California, New Mexico, and the rest of what is today the U.S. Southwest. Looking to expand, Polk offered to purchase those lands, but the offer was rejected. And soon after, he instigated conflict by moving troops into a disputed zone between the Rio Grande and Nueces River that both countries had previously recognized as parts of the Mexican state of Coahuila. The tension grew.
Whoever just said it's 2025, get over it. No, I'm proving a point. A lot of people talking about go back to your country, go back to this. Where will we belong? This our natural habitat, my boy. We in California. This, if you really look to the origins of who occupied California, who made it, and all that, who even named all these cities, all these streets, our people did, not your people. So if you want to talk reckless like that, go back to where you belong. Go back to where you came from, where you migrated from. It's funny how they try to say we're the immigrants. We migrated, we're immigrants, we're illegal aliens, this and that. Yeah, we migrated a few thousand miles? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Taking your own line, make it make sense.
More and more over the disputed lands. Texas was annexed by the United States on December 29th, 1845, and became the 28th.
Go get something to drink real quick.
However, the United States
Keep
inherited
listening.
the southern
Let me leave this right
western
here.
border dispute with Mexico, which had refused to recognize Texas's independence or the U.S.'s offers to purchase the territory. Thus, through this act, the tensions between the two countries transformed into a war. If you were detained at any San Bernardino juvenile detention facility, such as High Desert or Gilbert Street, this is the money glitch that's getting former detainees.
You heard that? They tried
On
to
April
purchase it.
25th, 1846, Mexican cavalry attacked a group of U.S. soldiers in the disputed zone under the command of General Zachary Taylor, killing about a dozen. They then laid siege to an American fort along the Rio Grande. Taylor called in reinforcements and was able to defeat the Mexicans at the battles of Palo Alto and Resaca de la Palma. Following those battles, Polk told the U.S. Congress that the cup of forbearance had been exhausted even before Mexico passed the boundary of the United States, invaded our territory, and shed American blood upon American soil. On May 13th, Congress declared war, while no official declaration of war ever came from Mexico. In terms of how the war began, the situation is debatable. We have an ill-prepared Mexico with internal revolts and an emerging power that looks to expand more and...
Listen to that. Y'all need to listen to this. Listen to this. What caused them to pretty much crumble? They were too busy fighting amongst each other. History keeps repeating itself. What I'm trying to get at by showing you guys all this is not only to let you guys know that we native to this land. They keep calling us immigrants, keep telling us to go home. We're native to this land. But also, you got to keep in mind, since back then, we couldn't even be on the same page. Straight up, because they went to war for 2 years. They didn't go down easy. But because people were too busy fighting amongst each other and not on the same page, this happened. Are we going to continue to go down the same path, or are we going to get on the same page and be like, you know what? Fuck that. We need to unite. Stop talking bad about each other. Stop going against each other. You know what I mean? Don't be so quick to pretty much judge and put somebody in a bad light. You feel me? Like, give them some clay chop. Give them some game. And then if they don't listen, it's like, all right, hey, I tried. But first, let's try to uplift each other and help each other and support each other. Let's keep going.
More. Mexico was weaker, but the U.S. did not want to look like a bully. Even so, Ulysses S. Grant, who had opposed the war but served as an Army lieutenant in Taylor's army, claims in his personal memoirs that the main goal of the U.S. Army's advance from the Nueces River to the Rio Grande was to provoke the outbreak of war without attacking first, to debilitate any political opposition.
You hear that?
To the war.
You hear that?
After Mexican independence,
You hear that? They didn't want to attack and look like a bully, so they did stuff to antagonize the people to make the people look bad. And then that way, when they attack, they don't look bad in the people's eye. That's another important thing. It's another strategy that they use.
the outbreak of war without attacking first to debilitate any political opposition to the war. After Mexican independence, there was a man, Antonio Lopez de Santa Anna, a controversial character who in the first place didn't support Mexican independence from Spain, but then fought in support of it. He then backed the monarchy of the Mexican Empire, then revolted against the emperor, and then supported a republic. The country tried to find its path, and these shocks led to more trouble and weakness over time. Santa Anna served
I thought he did good.
consecutive presidential terms over a period of 22 years. After the U.S.
22.
declared war on Mexico in 1846, an internal coalition, including forced-out President Mariano Paredes, sought a return to a federal republic with Santa Anna as the president. He wrote a letter to Mexico City stating he did not care
A lot
to
of people
return to
don't
the
know this.
presidency, but would like to
That
come
there's
out of
a lot
exile
of
in
Rastafari
Cuba to use
in
his
this
military
country.
experience to reclaim
That's true.
Texas from
That is true
Mexico.
too. That is
President
true, my boy.
Valentin Gomez Farias,
God is good. That's true.
Desperation, accepted the offer and allowed Santa Anna what was unknown for the courage President Farias.
Erica, I didn't even know that. That's a trick.
Secretly dealing with U.S. representatives to sell all contested territory to the U.S. at a reasonable price on the condition
Damn, that's crazy. I didn't know that.
Mexico through the U.S. naval blockades. And so
True. These nuts. That's true. That's true. But not necessarily. Not necessarily. Keep watching. Somebody, they couldn't. They went to war for 2 years and they couldn't. There was treachery. Somebody backstabbed within. That's how they were able to defeat Mexico. So not necessarily, man, that Mexican heart and you know what I mean, that Mexican warrior in us, we ain't gonna go down easy.
To Mexico, taking his place at the head of the army. Once in this powerful position, he went back on his word, declaring himself president and prepared to fight off the U.S. forces' invasion. The Americans achieved 2 victories at the Battle of Palo Alto and Resaca de la Palma. General Stephen Watts Kearny and his troops started to advance in the disputed territory and in New Mexico. The American troops encountered no Mexican forces when they arrived on August 15th. They entered Santa Fe and claimed the New Mexico territory for the United States without a single shot being fired. Kearny declared himself the military governor of the new territory on August 18th, and he established a civilian government. A temporary legal system was created, now known today as the Kearny Code. Kearny set out for California on September 25th, 1846. In December of 1846, after the successful conquest of New Mexico, parts of Kearny's Army of the West moved into modern-day northwest Mexico. They were led by Alexander Doniphan, continuing what ended up being a year-long 5,500-mile campaign. But in the territory, a rebellion happened, known as the Taos Revolt. There were multiple
Thought it was gonna be that easy.
But the U.S. military moved quickly to subdue the revolt. Meanwhile, the commander of the U.S. Navy Pacific Squadron, John D. Sloat, had received orders to seize San Francisco Bay and blockade California Port. Captain John C. Fremont.
No, they didn't.
U.S. topographical expedition to survey.
No, they didn't.
The Great Basin entered.
Whoever just said that, you haven't been watching. Because they went to war for 2 years. They went to war for 2 years over it. It wasn't until after the war was over, years after, that the U.S., to save face, paid Mexico a certain amount, 15 million, I believe. That ain't enough for California, Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, and a few other little in the butt crack little spots. But you mean to tell me that's enough for 5-6 different states? You smoking rocks. Straight up. Didn't nobody. Oh, they sold it. They didn't upright sell it. They went to war. Are you not listening? You're not paying attention? Come on now. That was back then. We're just watching the war unfold right now. You might want to go back and rewind it
Sacramento Valley.
What do you think is on your screen right now? Make it
In
make
December
sense.
1845, Ramon's party was at Upper Klamath Lake, Oregon,
My bad, y'all.
when it received words that war between Mexico and the U.S. was imminent. The party,
The Mexican Pitbull. That's fucked up. I'll take that any day, though. Shout out Pitbull. Mr. 305.
volunteers to Monterey, in addition to the California Battalion. On July 15th,
Hey, I'm going to start calling myself Mr. 310. Pitbull's Mr. 305, Mr. 310.
Sloat transferred his command of the
My bad, y'all. I'm going to rewind that because I probably messed that up.
California. On Sloat's orders, Fremont brought 116 volunteers to Monterey, in addition to the California Battalion. On July 15th, Sloat transferred his command.
Hell yeah, I know it was. I appreciate you.
to Commodore Robert F. Stockton, who was
I fuck with Pitbull.
militarily aggressive.
Straight up. I rock with Pitbull.
General
Salute.
Castro and Governor Pio Pico wrote farewells and fled separately to the Mexican state of Sonora. Stockton's army entered Los Angeles.
Yeah, welcome to Mexico.
13th.
Straight
At
up.
that point, he sent a report to the Secretary of State that California is entirely free from Mexican dominion.
This was a
Meanwhile,
fool.
U.S. Colonel Stephen W. Kearny had performed a march across New Mexico and the Sonoran Desert and crossed the Colorado River in late November 1846. On December 7th, 100 Lancers under General Andres Pico, brother of the governor, fought Kearny's army of about 150 at the Battle of San Pascual.
They thought it was going to be easy. You feel me? It's just nobody was around. They caught them off guard. That's why now I bet you every country has a strong military. Straight up. Because history repeats itself. Look at Russia, what's going on with Russia and Ukraine. That's just history. Like, it repeats itself. You feel me? Like, that's just the way the world is. All these people, all these countries, the territory they have, you feel me? They want it in battle. Like, they didn't nobody just give it or sell it. Like, they went to war. Like, that's the way it was back then. You feel me? Like, straight up.
Kearny pushed on until he had to establish a defensive position on a hill. General Pico kept the hill under siege until a 215-man American relief force arrived. A 600-man American force under Kearny began a 150-mile march to Los Angeles. On January 8th, 1846, the Stockton-Kearny army defeated the Mexican force in a 2-hour battle of Rio San Gabriel. The Treaty of Cahuenga was signed, which marked the end of armed resistance in California. The conflict continued elsewhere. The Mexican army's defeats at Palo Alto and Resaca de la Palma caused even more political turmoil in Mexico. Led by Zachary Taylor, 2,300 U.S. troops
For
crossed
sure.
the
Hell
river
yeah, there
and
has.
proceeded south. The hard-fought Battle of Monterey resulted in serious losses on both sides. The Mexican forces were under General Pedro de Ampudia, and they repulsed Taylor's best infantry. American soldiers were not familiar with urban warfare. They marched straight down the open streets and were caught by surprise by well-hidden Mexican defenders. Even though the Mexicans repulsed the Americans, General Taylor created an 8-week armistice with the Mexican army, allowing them to evacuate and return.
Alright,
for the
just to say
surrender
for
of the
sure.
city.
Eric,
Under
I
pressure
salute
from
that.
Washington, Taylor broke the armistice and occupied
Yeah,
the city of
that's a
Santa
way.
Ana on February 22nd, 1847. Santa Ana personally.
There's always been wars because of religion or because they try to like brainwash the people and say, oh, these people are bad. These people are this. These people are that. That's why I'm letting you guys know, like, these protests, do them peacefully. You see anybody creating any kind of friction, like that person that was trying to burn that flag, stop them. Because Trump said it best. If you go back and you watch his interview that he just did, he's like, oh, these people out there are paid instigators. Oh, they're paid this, they're paid that. He said it like 100, 200 times. Yeah, these people are paid for that. They're paid to do that. Yeah, you know that they're paid because you paid them, fool. Because your government paid them. So don't fall into it. Let's keep going.
North to fight General Taylor with 20,000 men. The 4,600 Americans had entrenched at a mountain pass called Buena Vista. The Mexicans suffered desertions on the way north and arrived with 15,000 men in a tired state. Knowing that his numbers were still superior, he demanded the surrender of the U.S. Army, but was refused. Thus, he attacked the next morning. Santa Anna flanked the U.S. positions by sending his cavalry and some infantry up the steep terrain that made up one side of the pass,
That's
while
right.
a division of infantry attacked frontally along the road leading to Buena Vista. Being superior in numbers, the Mexicans had nearly broken the American lines at several points, but suffered heavily from the American horse artillery. Even though the initial reports of the battle, as well as some propaganda news, credited victory to the Mexicans, instead of attacking the next day, Santa Anna retreated, having heard word of a rebellion and upheaval in Mexico City. Some military historians agree that the U.S. Army probably would have been defeated if the Mexicans had gone through with their final attack. An important detail
That's
for the
true.
United States to
That's true. Keep watching, because that's what happened. That's what happened. Punk ass Cortez. They're gonna. I know his last name is Cortez. I don't remember his first name, but it was Cortez. Cortez helped the Americans backdoor the Raza, and that's how they won.
success in the war against Mexico was to secure its naval presence across Mexico's coasts. The U.S. Navy cleared the way for U.S. troops and supplies, especially to Mexico's main port of Veracruz. Even before hostilities began in the disputed northern region, the U.S. Navy had created a blockade. The U.S. president did not send reinforcements to
Hernan
for a
Cortez.
continued advance. Instead, he sent a second army under General Winfield Scott. He transported to the port of Veracruz by sea to begin an invasion of
Man, the Iran one is another topic.
March 9th,
They know what they're
1847,
doing.
Scott performs the first major amphibious landing in U.S. history in preparation for the siege of Veracruz. The city replied the best it could with its own artillery against the extended barrage, but because of the numerical superior force of the Americans, the Mexicans surrendered. The goal was obviously the capital. Scott marched westward towards Mexico City with almost 9,000 troops on April 2nd, 1847. Santa Anna had set up a defensive position around the main road about 50 miles northwest of Veracruz at Cerro Gordo.
What's
Santa
next?
Anna had entrenched with 12,000 troops and artillery that were trained on the road, where he expected Scott to appear and catch him by surprise. However, General Scott had sent 2,600 cavalry troops ahead. They reached the pass on April 12th, and the Mexican artillery fired upon them, revealing their positions. The Battle of Cerro Gordo started. The Americans won the battle and continued their advance, even though the guerrillas harassed the American troops. With his remaining forces, General Winfield Scott advanced on Mexico City. The capital was laid upon by a series of battles around the right flank of the city defenses. After the American victories at the Battle of Contreras and Battle of Churubusco, peace.
Hey, I didn't know they make it. I didn't even know they made it all the way to Mexico City, bro. That means they were trying to invade. To make it all the way to past Veracruz and into Mexico City, like they was trying to invade. That is crazy.
1847, with the subsequent battles of Molino del Rey and Chapultepec and the storming of the city gates, the capital was occupied. Scott became military governor of occupied Mexico City. His victories in this campaign made him an American national hero. Desertion was a major problem for the Mexican army, depleting forces on the eve of battle. Most soldiers were peasants who had loyalty to their village and family, but not to the generals who had conscripted them, often hungry, ill, under-equipped, only partially trained, and never well paid. The soldiers were held in contempt by their officers and had little reason to fight the Americans. Now that the U.S. had gone far beyond the territorial gains it envisioned by invading central Mexico with its dense population, the question was raised whether to annex Mexico itself, but many opposed the due to cultural differences, overextension, and the huge instability this would cause. The Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo gave the U.S. control of Texas, Alta California, and Nuevo Mexico. Those territories were organized in other states over time. In return, Mexico received $15 million, an approximation of just $443 million today, which was less than half the amounts the US had attempted to offer Mexico before. The areas were sparsely populated, and that is probably the reason for such a low cost for the US. With Texas and the secession from Mexico, the US gained more than 900,000 square miles of land.
Look at what it
This
used to be.
purchase was another acquisition for the United States and fixed the current border between Mexico and the USA.
That's crazy, man. Facts. Facts. That is crazy. That just goes to show y'all though. You feel me? Like, learn your history, man. Look into this. Read up on it more. This one right here didn't talk about the backstabbing, but it was Cortez that backstabbed the Mexicans, man. Helped the US pretty much win that war. But you know what I mean? Just a little quick lesson on history. Everybody that made it this far, man, I appreciate you guys. Yeah, I know it was Cortez. I know for a fact it was Cortez. I just don't know his first name. Somebody said Hernan. I wouldn't doubt it if it was Hernan. But yeah, I know my history. I know what I'm talking about. I just look like this. You feel me? You got to remember, at the age of 16 years old, I got busted and I was inside prison for 10 years. Well, 9 years, 4 months. I got my GED in prison in 2009. I was supposed to graduate high school in 2009. So as soon as I got busted, started focusing on them books, started reading, doing everything I had to do. Got my GED. I took some college courses. I didn't get my associate's degree, but I did read a lot. And I do know a lot of our history. You feel me? Like, I'm not just bird brain. You feel me? Like, I'm not just a person that just looks like this. Like, I know what time it is. I'm not going to lead you guys in the wrong way. I'm not going to tell you something that then you're going to go and later on repeat and look stupid because somebody looks it up and tells you the truth. Like, nah, I won't do that to you. That's not my get down. Anything I tell you has been vetted and is real. It's facts. That's why I wanted to show y'all. It was the War of 1846 that lasted 2 years, from 1846 to 1848. And all them people, oh, Mexico sold the land. They went to war for 2 years. And then after they lost, they had no choice. Like, fuck it then, give me whatever the fuck, you know? You already took it. We done already lost so many people. It wasn't even like if they paid them for the land. They paid them pretty much for all the damage that they caused. You feel me? They paid for damages and like, what is it? The trials and tribulations, or how do they call it when you sue someone? You pay what is it? Something like that, right? Trials and tribulations or something like that. Shout out Hawaiian Gardens, my G. I see you. Restitution. There you go. Restitution. You know what I mean? That's what it was. It wasn't no, oh, they just, oh, let me buy your land. They offered. Mexico shut them down. Didn't you just hear that at the end? It says that they gave them not even half of what they had offered them. Listen to that at the end.
Purchase was another acquisition for the United States and fixed the current border between Mexico and the U.S. Alta California and Nuevo Mexico. Those territories were organized in other states over time. In return, Mexico received $15 million, an approximation of just $443 million today, which was less than half the amounts the US had attempted to offer Mexico before. The areas were
less than half.
And that is probably the
less than half, y'all. Less than half. That means that they didn't want to give nothing. They just did it to show face. Like, that's what y'all need to understand. A lot of these countries, bro, they do stuff, paint a picture of somebody else because they know that's politics. That's the way you run it. Like right now, that's why I'm telling y'all, anybody that goes out there and protest, Do it peacefully. Don't loot. Don't vandalize property. Why? Because they're watching right now. They're watching. And we got a lot of people backing us. We got a lot of countries, a lot of people backing us. But if we act a fool, they're not. Ain't nobody gonna want to get near us. And that's just a fact. That's a fact. Learn to play the game. Learn to play the game. You feel me? Right now, we all need to be on our best behavior. Of course, go out there, protest, do what you got to do, but don't act a fool. Don't do anything that's going to jeopardize our image as a whole, because that's what they want right now. They want to paint us as the bad person, as the villain. So that way, any which way they handle us, hey, they deserved it. Like these dumbass people in the chat, go back to where you came from. They deserved it. Woo, woo, wah. Don't give them the satisfaction, man. Right now is the chance for us to really prove what we're about. You feel me? Right now is the time to shine pretty much. Really, really show what we about, show that we are about peace. We're about just wanting to prosper in life. You feel me? We're about wanting to give our people a better future. You know what I mean? Straight up. We gotta kill them with kindness. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. We are America. Whether they want to accept it or not, we are America. When you look into the population of Hispanics in the US, we're like more than 50%. For sure, 49%. They said what? 49% of male Hispanics is what put Trump in that White House? That's the crazy part. We put him there. The raza, it was 49% of male Hispanics that signed for him to go in there. That just goes to show you the power we have as a whole, as a collective. It means that we could put anybody there. It could be a raza. Fuck. What senator or politician do we have anybody that can run? I guarantee you, if we have a raza dude run that's actually raza and actually for the people, I guarantee you we'll put them up there and we'll put them in office. But we need people to step up. Straight up. We need people to step up. I guarantee you, if there was a raza dude to come up, we have 3 years or four, I don't know, because Trump just went in there. 3, 4 years to come up with some type of plan. Some type of, hey, this person, we gonna back them, put them in there. That way start doing stuff for us, start passing laws for us. Because fuck all that, oh, we're gonna think about this or this is a proposal. No, until we see it in writing, then we gonna back people. You know, they always bring up, oh, DACA or this or that just to get our votes. The minute that they're in office, they start doing dumbass stuff like this. You feel me? I'm just saying, man. Why don't you like an opposite opinion? My boy Sniper, you still going at it, fool? Right? Leave other people, man. Like, once they start just pulling up anybody, like pulling up on anybody just because of the way you look, man, we got a problem. Like, straight up. Like, and the only way, I'm just trying to show y'all to open the eyes, man. To the people being racist and stuff in the comments, I ain't even talking to you. Straight up. Raza. Raza and people supporting, man. Straight up. Like I said, right now, man, is the time to really, really get together, come up with some type of plan, some type of political party. We don't even have our own political party. You know what I mean? We're deep enough. We have enough people. Like, if you don't want to get behind the Democrats, behind the Republicans, we start our own political party, and that's how strong we are. But it has to start with somebody that has the degrees, they have the merit, they have everything in order. You feel me? Motherfucker like me, I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? The minute I start trying to get people together, they're going to start looking for shit. Next thing you know, boom, my door's going to be getting kicked in. Bam. Next you know, we gone. And that's the sad truth. That's why when it comes to people like me, nobody wants to step up and show face because you know what comes with it. Look at Alex Enamorado. Speaking up for for the vendors, he's still busted. They didn't do nothing, no type of like crime to where he went, did some. It was always defending. It was always self defense. If anything, they just went and protest at people's houses and stuff like that. But what they do, they got the little clips where he was doing the most and confronting people. Oh, he's a violent person. He's this, he's that. He's still in there. You know what I mean? Not yet, Ramon. Yeah, I did. Ramon. Salute, salute to you, perro. You feel me though? Hey, I appreciate everybody tapping in for real, man, because this is real stuff. What's good though, man? Let's change it up. What we gonna do? What we listening to or what? I said what I had to say. I proved that all these racist people in the comments wrong. Talking about go back to where you came from. Where we came from? We just came back to where we belong. That's all it was. We didn't cross the border. The border crossed us straight up. My boy Rafael Flores was good. G. Jesus loves you, bro. I appreciate that. Hell yeah, Sam. You already know. I appreciate that. Yup. El Chapo was good. What you got? Simon, échale. What you wanna listen to? A good hour of politics, right? Straight up. Hey, without even wanting to, but hey, that's why I ain't gonna lie, man. That's why I like going live because you could honestly shoot the shit. You feel me? Like, say you guys have something like, hey, I seen this shit at work, or I seen this shit late earlier. Hey, look this up, Santo. I'll look it up, and we'll see what's up. You know what I mean? Straight up. That's how you get to know somebody too. Cause like I said, anybody can put up a front for a couple of minutes, but when you live and you actually, that's when you get to know a person's real character, you know, and the real personality. You feel me? Somos más americanos. Got you. Perfect song. But vida baja. Hold on. One at a time, one at a time. If you guys want your song played at the top of the list, send it with a super chat. Could be $1, $2, $5, $10, whatever, man. That just puts you at the top. If not, I'm gonna just put it as I see it. Hey, start dancing. Hey, hey, hey. Shout out Washington, my boy Art. Frontera, la frontera me cruzó. Amazonas. Hey, 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 hey. That's yeah, that's facts. Hey, hey. You see about the subtitles? Una media. Believe it or not, they're talking about that war. They're talking about stolen land. They're talking about they didn't cross the border crossed them. He's talking about they took 8 states. It's actually a pretty good song, bro. I never listened to it. But in fact, oh, he said, I want to remind, he said, I want to remind, he said, I want to remind the white man that I didn't cross the border crossed me. I mean, it's a hard trick. How you guys doing? I appreciate you, Raven. He ain't lying. Hell no, he ain't lying. Hey, they got off. If you guys want me to play a specific song, hit me with a super chat, man. Come on now. Moise says, you're the one in my chat, my boy. Talking about Chafa. Yeah, Chafa is for watching. Yeah, no, straight up. Straight up. Appreciate you, Mastermind. You already know. Coco Tina, thank you, Mama. Erica Valdez, appreciate you. Hell yeah. I got to. I was thinking, right, because I'm always wearing a hat. I'm always wearing a hat, just trying to blend in and stuff. I'm like, man, you know what? Nah. I'm going to just, you know what I mean? It's summertime. It's summertime. Like, what do you guys think? With the hat or without the hat? What y'all think? Yeah, I'll be with the hat. I think without the hat, right? Look cleaner, no, without the hat. I think so. I'm like, man, you know what? I'm going to just rock the fresh. I ain't going to lie. When I'm out, I put the hat on just because you already know the fresh bald head is an eye buster. Like, anywhere you're walking, fresh bald head is for sure going to be like, Ugh! So that's why I always keep a hat. But I'm like, man, I don't know. I do feel cleaner and a lot like fresher without it, especially right now because it's hot. Pelones Cyclones, you already know. Zapata, 113. Aún el martillo y los clavos. Juan, damn, my boy Fares, you ain't playing. He said, nah, I shaved yesterday. Right now, like, if you could hear that, it's not. I shaved yesterday. My boy Fred was good. Play some. Be the behind. Looks good. No Diddy. I appreciate that. Hi, Janos. Was good. If you're new here, man, hit me with a subscribe. What's good, though? I'm going to play one more song and then we logging out. What am I going to play? Who's gonna bless your boy? Or am I just going to choose a random one? We're going to play like one or two more songs. And then I'm going to end it off. I got to cook dinner. Shout out Huntington Park, California. It's a brownie. What's good, my G? I appreciate the support, my boy. Desde la fecha. Let's see. Mastermind, I appreciate you, G. I don't even know who you're talking about, Bob. I, sir, you have a good night. Play mente and like
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
talking about stolen land with Redskin at if you know, you know. If you know what this is for, then you know. I could give a damn about the Redskins. If you know, you know. If you're from LA, you know what this is for. Just saying. Could give a damn about the Redskins. It's an Indian. Well, what? My boy, if you know, you know. If not, then come on, my boy. I ain't right here to be like, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm a grown ass man, my boy. Straight up. If you want to figure out anything about me after you're done with this live, go subscribe. And then I have my whole life story, over 2,000 videos. Tells you where I grew up from beginning to end. You want to get to know all that? Well, then go watch my videos and check out my story. I'm not gonna be on here. Oh, I'm from woo 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 woo. Come on now, my boy. Sound like a police. You already know. Much love, homie. But just, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna let nobody get any kind of. You got people just waiting to clip stuff. And I ain't gonna be right here and give them any type of anything that they could clip, big dog. You know what I mean? We're not on here for that. I'm not here to be like, oh, I'm from this, and that. Like, if I was still on that type of time, I wouldn't be on here. I wouldn't be on social media to begin with. I'll be out there on that calle, you know? But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to shed light on important topics. When it comes to speaking up for our people, I feel like ain't nobody out there really doing it justice. Talking about where they could actually speak their mind and come off intellectually sound and level headed to where people will listen and soak it in instead of just watching us and just be like, oh, that was a J Cat. Why am I going to watch him? Why am I going to listen to him? You feel me? I feel like by me being on here and, oh, woo, 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 I'm from this and feeding into that, that's proving them right. Like, oh, that fool, you know, he's just stuck in that mind frame. Like, nah, we more than that. You feel me? Yes, sir. Rasa, stand up. You already know, my boy. But yeah, you know what I mean? I'm proud of my past. I'm not going to be like, oh, if I could change something, I wouldn't. I'll probably just change stuff so that way some of the homies that I lost, maybe give them a heads up. Maybe they'll still be here with me today. You feel me? Rest in peace, my boy Sicko. Rest in peace, Fat Boy. Rest in peace, Gotti. You know what I mean? Rest in peace, my primo Smoke Dog. Rest in peace, Stranger. You know what I mean? Like, you don't know how many homies I lost that I wish they could be here today, but they're not. So, by me doing what I'm doing, creating this channel, going to work, providing for my family, pushing forward, that's me carrying on their legacy and their name. You feel me? Like, I'm not going to let them down. They gave up their lives, you feel me? And I'm not going to let it be for nothing. Like, I'm going to make sure that I make something of myself, and every chance I get, I'm going to be say, you know what I mean? Long live them, you know what I mean? Straight up. You know what I mean? I appreciate you guys. Y'all have a good one. I'm going to play this song, then after that, we out. Put a corrido, soy mexicano, soy señor, by Panchito Arreglando. I like your mentalidad. We have a past, but let's make the future better for sure. You know what I mean? For sure. For sure. For sure. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like we owe that. We owe that, especially if you got kids, you know? Especially if you got kids, man. Like, you can't let the same thing repeat itself. I didn't have a father. I never had a father. Like, my father passed away before I was born. So I didn't have no guidance. My guidance was the homies on the block. My older brother. I have a brother that's 5 years older than me. Shout out Big Saint. But I used to look up to them. That's what I saw. That's what I would do. That's what I would replicate. But instead of me, I surpassed what he was doing. Like, my brother was out there getting his money and all that, but he wasn't really like, you know what I mean? Didn't really jump off the porch full fledged. I seen what he was doing. I replicated and I went full max to the point where going doing my thug this one. Next thing you know, I'm fighting life sentence. They were trying to give me 25 to life. You feel me? So straight up, yeah, my guidance was the streets. Unfortunately, you know. So it led me to go through a whole journey. But now being a grown man and knowing what I know now, I'm just trying to share my story so that way any youngsters out there watching, maybe you don't got a father either, man. But hey, you know what? It's never too late. It's never too late to switch it around. Start thinking about just positive stuff. Start putting yourself in positive situations. Straight up, Nipsey said it. But Nipsey said it best. If you look around your group of homies, your circle, right? If you look at your circle and you don't get inspired, if nobody in your circle can inspire you to where they're doing good and you're like, damn, I want to get a job, or damn, if nobody in your circle is inspiring you, you don't have a circle, you have a cage. Straight up. You guys are in a cage. And all you're going to do is lead each other down the wrong path. Because boredom and not having the proper guidance, that's what's going to lead you to do the wrong stuff in life and stuff like that. But you, if you have people around you that are trying to do good, say they're trying to go to school, they're starting a business, trying to do something good, then they go inspire you to do good. So that's why I feel like, man, your circle has a lot to do with it. Straight up. Straight up. And females can also have a lot to do with it too, man. If you got a female, man, and she ain't got nothing going for herself, if all she has to offer you is spreading her legs, don't even do it. Straight up. Don't even do it. Next thing you know, you're going to have a baby with a female that's just a bum ass female and ain't really got nothing going for herself. And two people not really doing nothing for themselves is just chaos. You know what I mean? Now you're going to be raising a kid in that situation or in that environment. Nah, man, come on now. And any females out there, don't fuck with no bum ass dudes. Straight up. If a motherfucker, all he got to offer you is some dick, don't even mess with him. Straight up. If he ain't got nothing going for, and I don't even want to sound like that, right? Like I'm being like a gold digger or not, but look, just watch people. People will show you who they really are. If you watch people, they'll show you who they really are. And when they show you who they are, believe it. A lot of people, they be so blind, like, oh, so blind in love or so blind in I don't know what, that people show you who they are and you don't want to believe it. Like, you still making excuses and stuff like that. Like, nah, man. Everyone, you got to look at yourself as a high value man or a high value woman and set your standards up and don't settle for less, man. Set goals. Every day you wake up, set a goal for yourself. You know what I mean? Be positive, think positive, and go for what you want. You could do anything you want. In this world, man, you could do anything you want. And that's a fact. You could do anything you put your mind to. You want to be a dentist, you want to be a doctor. Go to school, study, hit them books hard, and you could do it. You want to be a singer, man, hey, go hit the studio, you could do it. You want to be a rapper, hit the studio, invest in yourself, you could do it. You want to open a business, get your business degree or at least learn the fundamentals of running a business, all that, so that way you don't go in it blind. That way people don't get over on you. But chase your dreams, man. Just educate yourself. Educate yourself and chase your dreams because ain't nobody gonna do it for you, man. And with that being said, man, I appreciate everybody that tapped in. I know I went on a whole little viaje at the end, but it's just stuff. This is truly how I really feel. You feel me? Like this is truly how I really feel. And anybody trying to elevate in life, man, this is the same mentality you should have, man. Don't settle for less. Don't fuck with no bum ass females. Don't fuck with no bum ass dudes. Cause at the end of the day, man, that ain't gonna do nothing for you, man. Straight up. You know what I mean? I heard this right, and any dude, right, and any female, if you say temptation got the best of you, right? You want to go kick it with a female, or females, temptation got the best of you, you want to go kick it with a dude. I guarantee you, if you go shower or whatever and you rub one out, straight up, you rub one out. After that, you won't even want to go see that female no more. You won't even want to go over there no more because you're gonna be like, oh, I'm good. I'm good. You know what I mean? Just follow your gut feeling, man. Follow your gut feeling. Don't put yourself in any bad situations. Straight up. You know what I mean? Hell yeah, I appreciate y'all, man. Educate them. Yup, for sure. I appreciate y'all, man. I'm just trying to see if anybody has anything else to say, man. And with all that, I will see you guys tomorrow, man. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good night. Yeah, they are. They are, man. And believe it or not, man, that's what gets a lot of people crossed up. That's why I'm saying don't feed into it. You feel me? It's not worth it. It's not worth it, man. Unless it's like they really, really got their stuff together and they really, really like sounds messed up, but unless they could really have something to offer to where they matching you or something, then all right. But if you stooping low and all that, if all they have to offer you is spreading their legs or all that, don't even do it, man. Don't feed into it. Straight up, you know? What did I think of the Vegas situation? Man, I think it's sad, you know? It's sad. And that's why I feel like, yeah, people need to be careful. Like, that's why I try not to have no like back and forth with people. Even people in the comments, you see like how I am. You feel me? Like, even when I'm like cursing somebody out, I'm not really cursing them out. You feel me? I'm still talking to them like from a respectful point of view, kind of. Like Homeboy said earlier, like, oh, that's the most calm crash out I've seen or whatever, just because you never know. You never know what somebody's going through. Like, it could have been other stuff he was going through. Like, they had said that he had quit his job and he was like just relying off of YouTube to pay his bills. That has a lot to do with it. You know what I mean? If they were like copyright striking each other, because I've been through that to where I do a, what did I do? I posted a short from somebody else's video. It was a bozo, and the dude hit me up. No, the dude copyright strike me, and I hit him up like, "Hey, what's up?" And then he's all like, "Oh, remove it or woo woo." And I tried to explain to him like, "Hey, bro, it's just 60 seconds of like 2 hours video that you did." Like, he's all like, "Oh, well, let me send it to you with my logo on it and my sponsors' logos on it." I was like, "What? Like your sponsor's logo on it? Like, I ain't sponsored by them, homie." Like, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. He copyrighted me. I had to take the video down. You know what I mean? So what I'm trying to get at, right, is that if I, like me personally, I feel some type of way. Like, I called that fool out his name. I did a video pretty much calling him a bitch, so on and so forth. And if I would have ran into that individual around that time, I would have probably flighted him. Like, I wouldn't have gone to that extent to where homeboy loses his life and now I'm in handcuffs for the rest of my life. But I would have chin checked him. I would have two-pieced him, you know? I would have confronted him like, hey, what's up with you snitching on me to the YouTube authorities? You know what I mean? Then he boop boop, just a little quick beep beep. You know what I mean? Just a little ping ping, just so he could like, hey, I ain't the one. So I know what it feels like. You feel me? Like, to do that, to feel like that. Like I said, homeboy just wasn't all there. You know? Oh yeah. See, I didn't even know that. You know what I mean? I didn't even know that. See, that's like, how can I say it? I don't have Manny's side. I'm not saying that to have Manny's side. I'm just giving you my experience to where, like, people take it serious, you know? Like, they take it serious. So that's why now, me learning from that, I conduct myself different. If anybody hits me up, hey, take this down, so on and so forth, I don't even I don't let it get to me like that because I know what could come from it. You feel me? Like, with that whole situation, like, Finney was a good individual. You could tell. You feel me? You could tell he was a good individual, and everybody had nothing but good things to say about his wife, about Bubbly. You know, everyone said, "Man, Bubbly, her name fit her perfect because every room she went in, she lit up the room like she was the life of the party." You know, so man, it's just sad. It's just sad. I feel like that dude Manny wasn't all there. He wasn't all there, and man, it's just sad. You know, I I don't even know what to say, you know, besides that homeboy just wasn't all there, you know? Yeah, nah, that's true. That's true. Nah, and I totally like when you say that, it kind of shows you, you feel me? Like, what kind of individual that is, you feel me? Like, straight up. Because that's what they made it seem like from one of the channels that I seen made it seem like, oh, homeboy was like depending on that. And then I guess, I don't know if somebody copyright strike them. He got like two of them. So then they said, oh, that they were going to do the third one. Because that's what somebody tried to say, that Vinny the Legend was in the live and that allegedly he was like, oh, I'm going to hit him with the third copyright. next time he does something or says something, and that's what like pretty much put him over, like threw him over the edge. But then again, I don't know. I'm just watching the stories on YouTube, you know? Yeah, nah, I feel you. I feel you, especially like, damn, that's sad, you know? That's sad, Coco Tina, you know? And I remember you had said that you was in somebody else's lives and stuff, you know, as a mod and all that. I remember you had said that, like when you first started doing mods for me. I remember you said that, like, man, it's a trip. Yeah, like that's how you see like how small this world is, you know, you feel me? I appreciate you guys, man. Welcome. You guys hit me with a subscribe, man. My boy Robert was good, G. You already know. Yeah, I heard that when I was younger. We don't bump no SPM no more though. But yeah, man, it's just crazy. It shows you like what a small world it is, you know? Like seeing all that transfold and then watching all the different, because I watch a little bit of everything, you know? So I believe I seen like two, three different people speak on it. I would have never thought like that one of my mods like actually was close to them, you know what I mean? And actually mod for them. Like that's crazy. Just goes to show you, you know what I mean? It's a small world, you know? It's a very small world. What was for dinner? I gotta cook dinner right now. Probably gonna some chicken with some rice. Shout out Nelos, my G. Shout out Northeast Los Angeles, big dog. Oh, nice. Okay, okay, nice. That's what I need to do, huh? I need to start getting like I need to get a like a WhatsApp number or something so people could start calling in. We need to start doing calls, huh? Sorry, no tortilla. Jay Medina, you a fool. My boy Robert, hey, if you know any promoters out there or anything and they doing any shows, tell them to tap in. I'll host it. Say if they're doing a Lefty Gunplay or a Little Weirdo concert, right? Tell them to get at me. I'll host it. Yeah, nah, I feel you. I feel you, Cocotina. But still, you know, like it's a small world. Just knowing, like, it's a small world, you know? It's a trip. Yeah, right. If I start taking calls, I'm gonna see how I could do it. I need to get another phone line. You know what's another thing I wanted to do? I wanted to either I'm gonna either start like a GoFundMe or I'm gonna do like an Amazon wish list or something. So that way I could start getting all the stuff that I need to do the podcast. Like straight up. You know what I mean? Like I need to put my ego aside and just be like, fuck it. If I need help, I need help. You know what I mean? And I'll put the equipment and everything I need. So that way if anybody, you know what I mean, you want to put help out or anything, you know it's going to a good cause, you know? But yeah, I was thinking of doing that, man. Either starting a GoFundMe or Amazon wish list and just putting everything there and seeing if how slowly but surely I could start getting everything I need. He's gone manic. Damn, that's crazy. I'm gone manic. Hell yeah. I appreciate you guys though. But yeah, I'm gonna end it up. It's already 9 o'clock, man. I appreciate everybody that tapped in. I'm also like at 8%. But I appreciate everybody, man. We're gonna keep rocking and just a little history, man. Don't forget about that. Don't forget about that. Straight up. We're native to this land. Don't forget that. Anybody tries to question it or anything, tell them to look at the war between Mexico and the US from 1846 to 1848. And that'll shut anybody up straight up. We're native to this land. We didn't cross the border crossed us, and then we just came back straight up. That's a fact. I appreciate everybody that tapped in, man. You guys have a good night. Gia, I appreciate you because you still made it through the whole life. Straight up. Whether you love it or you hate it, you made it through the whole life. So you helped me. The person you hate so much, a person like me, you helping me by watching. So I appreciate you. Whether you're trolling or whatever, just know it's all love on my end. You know what I mean? Straight up. Straight up. I got way more important stuff in my life. I ain't gonna hate somebody on a chat. I ain't gonna hate somebody on YouTube. You know what I mean? Straight up. I'm trying to elevate in life. And by me feeding into negativity is bringing me down. And I ain't gonna let nobody bring me down because we just going up, baby. So number love, number peace, love, respect, unity, prosperity, and respect above all. Your boy Santo G, man. You heard it here first. Let's get it.